I was in a car accident 10 years ago. It broke my neck and left me paralyzed from the neck down. I was in California at the time, and I stayed there for the following 7 years. I really struggled to accept this new body I had, and I even cried the first time I went out in public. But my environment was really supportive and encouraging, and the people that I encountered with similar injuries were proud and confident to be living this life as someone with a disability. Accessibility barriers were few and far between. There were laws that protected people with disabilities. And I know that sounds like, I'm talking about how great the US is and Japan falls short, but the reality is that even though the mentality and the infrastructure to support people with disabilities is developed in the US, it falls short on an institutional scale. So there's issues with employment and healthcare, which is actually really important and doesn't give people with disabilities the same opportunities and advantages as people who aren't disabled. In Japan, it's the other way around. So the mentality that equal access and the idea that people with disabilities are still very much capable is a little bit behind. But on an institutional scale, it's incredible. It actually is the reason I moved here 3 years ago. I am able to work full-time with a full-time caregiving staff without worrying about losing my health care. The downside, though, is that there's still ways to go with accessibility issues, equal access to education and employment, and I mean real employment, and combating discrimination. I mean, what message are we sending when we have separate schools for disabled and non-disabled children? I envision a time when disability is no longer a disadvantage and is something to be ashamed of, a time when disability doesn't equal having less to offer, and really truly being integrated into society with dignity and respect. I want to caution here, though, that this future doesn't come from entitlement or demanding change from society. We as people with disabilities, as well as people who have associations with people with disabilities, have the responsibility to educate society. And we must neither cower in shame nor blame or demand others to make changes for us. And a sustainable future that involves participation of people with disabilities involves all of us raising awareness and sharing our stories, whether it's good or bad. And we can't expect anyone to understand our struggles or our needs without being willing to have this open dialogue about it. And the message I just want to share with you is that we all have to work together to see this change of equal access and integration and inclusion. Thank you.